Hi guys, I'm Stu, and this is my touring bike, Xena the Warrior Mantis. Yeah, and I haven't taken her on a tour yet, just short tours, like a little bit up the Pacific Coast Bike Route, a little bit down the Pacific Coast Bike Route, a little bit inland, but I don't consider anything a tour unless it's at least 1,000 miles. And I have done 9 tours to date for a total of 20,000 miles. And it's an old goal of mine to complete the miles around the planet, the whole circumference of planet Earth, which is 24,901 miles. And okay, very shortly here, me and Xena are gonna ride coast to coast. We're gonna take the Amtrak to Maine and ride all the way back to the Pacific Coast. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be my longest tour yet. A lot of airplanes flying around today. But yeah, it's gonna be about 4,000 miles of pedaling, somewhere around there, give or take. And it's gonna take 3 to 4 months, because I'm not out to set any records or anything, you know. I just want to get her done and have a great time doing it and experience all the great experiences of bicycle touring. Man, all the cool people you meet, the things you see, all the experiences, it's just amazing. So yeah, here, let me introduce Xena. Yeah, Xena is a Mongoose Rockadile SX, and she is 25 years old and in great shape, awesome shape. Yeah, it was made before, you know, Mongoose sold out to China. So I just got a brand new bag, brand new saddle bags, frame bag. I'm using the same handlebar bag I had, and can't wait to get on the train coming up really soon here. I already got the tickets and everything. It's a done deal. This trip is going to happen, and I am going to call it Expedition Coast to Coast, the back route across America. It's going to be amazing. Oh, look at that plane. Oh, you probably can't see it. But anyways, yeah, I just figured I'd introduce myself. And formal introduction, you know, and Xena here. Yeah, she's my girl. And let's see, what else was I going to say? Okay, what have I done? Yeah, okay, my first trip I rode Route 66 end to end, Santa Monica to Chicago. And the next year, see, I was doing like 1 trip a year, but the next year I actually did 3 trips. I rode from Ventura, California, all the way up the coast to Seattle, Washington on the Pacific Coast Bike Route. It was against the wind the entire way. I knew it was going to be, and I decided to do it anyway, you know. Let's do it the hard way first. But my goal was actually to stop and work in Seattle through a temporary work service, which I did, and I had 1 month time frame to do it and save enough money for the ferry from either Seattle or Bellingham to Anchorage. And my month went by and I didn't save enough money, so I didn't make it to Alaska. So what I did is I rode all the way back down to Ventura again, you know, but it was with the wind that time. It was awesome. And the day I got back, I was back into town, into Ventura, for probably just 15 minutes, and I ran into my old friend Joseph. He was 72 years old at the time. And I, hey Joseph, how you doing? What's going on? You know? He's like, oh, I go for a bike trip tomorrow. I was like, yeah? Wow, where are you going? He's like, I don't know. So I told him about my trip, you know, just coming down the coast, well, going up the coast and coming down the coast, and how the wind like almost always blows from the north on the Pacific Coast. So it was 2 days later, we were packing our bikes in boxes and hopping on the Greyhound to Seattle. Yeah, man. So we took the bus up to Seattle and put our bikes back together, and we rode all the way back down to Ventura. So I rode the Pacific Coast 3 times in 1 year. And then the year after that, I rode from Ventura to northeastern Minnesota. And then the year after that, I rode from Ventura to northeastern Minnesota again. And then, let's see, I took the Greyhound from Ventura, or not the Greyhound, the Amtrak, excuse me, from Ventura here up to Eugene, Oregon. And then I rode it all the way back down to Ventura again. That was 1,000 miles. That was the shortest tour I've taken. And then, let's see, I took another trip. It was up the coast a little ways, and then back down the coast, and then inland, and across the Mojave Desert to Arizona. I didn't go into Arizona. I turned around and crossed the desert again. And yeah, I spent 2 weeks out in the Mojave Desert riding around. Figure I put on 2,400, 2,500 miles on that trip. And then, okay, yeah, it was just 9 months ago. I took the Amtrak from northeastern Minnesota to Warrenton, Oregon, which is right next to Astoria. You know, it's on the Columbia River and the ocean. It's like as far north as you can go on the Oregon coast. Basically the border of Washington and Oregon. And then I rode it all the way back down to Ventura here on the Pacific Coast Bike Route. See, that was the last tour I took. And you know, before that, I didn't take a tour in 20 years because I had multiple sclerosis, and yeah, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, it was like 6 years or 4 years where I could barely walk. I had a wheelchair. If I wanted to go anywhere, I either had to have one of them electric carts or a wheelchair. That really sucked, man. But anyways, I did my own research. I don't take any medication for it. I can't take their disease-modifying drugs. So I did all my own research, and I found this Dr. Terry Walls. She's a medical doctor she had MS, like really bad. She was wheelchair bound, but she stopped working as a doctor and did all of her own research into how MS affects the human system, like your mitochondria and everything else, and it zaps certain nutrients. So she came up with a nutrient-specific diet on how to combat that. And I think it was after 3 months, she was out of her wheelchair and walking, and yeah, just amazing. And now she's not a doctor, but she teaches like about MS and how to mind your mitochondria and all that. So I found that, and then how there is over 150 different degenerative diseases that cannot survive in an alkaline state. And it's stuff called coral calcium, which is from Okinawa, Japan, which is a highly alkaline agent. And I ordered some of that, and it comes with a pH test kit and specific instructions on how to use it so you can test the pH of your body. And you take this coral calcium 3 times a day, which I did for like 2 years straight. And I think it took me like 3, probably 4 months to change my pH from a very acidic state, which I was in, to an alkaline state, a 7.5 on the scale, where disease cannot survive. See, it starts dying at a 7, which is neutral, and it can't survive at all at 7.5. So ultimately, that's where you want to be at, right there. And it will kill any disease, any one of them 150 degenerative diseases that cannot survive in an alkaline state. You know, if you bring your pH to where it can't survive at, what's it going to do? It's going to die. So I did that, and I kept it there for like 2 years. And then I just kind of forgot about it, you know, just went back to being my old self. And I've been slowly improving ever since, to where I can ride bike now. So that's what I'm doing, man. That's what I'm doing. And I'm doing athletic challenge donor drives to raise money and awareness for the National MS Society. I did one for the last trip coming down the coast. I called it the MS 1500. Yeah. Bicycle Tour 2022. And it was an amazing trip. Amazing, amazing. I'm not as fast as I used to be, that's for sure. But I can do her, man. I can get her done. So yeah, me and Zena here are about to go coast to coast. The back road across America. It's gonna be amazingly awesome. I can't wait, man, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Can't wait to get on this train. I can't wait to get to Maine. Can't wait to start the trip. I can't wait to meet cool people, awesome people, see things I've never seen, be places I've never been. Yes, it's gonna be great. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, because I'm gonna make videos on the whole trip. I want to share the whole experience. It's gonna be great. So yeah, it's nice to meet you guys formally. Once again, my name is Stu, and this is my channel. And yeah, Stu's Expedition Adventure Cycling and cool stuff. See, when I'm not on expedition or a tour, I'll get as much cool stuff as I can to post up on shorts for you guys, you know, to keep it interesting. And when I'm on this expedition coast to coast, the back route across America, I'm going to be making shorts as well along the trip, and then I'll be making the videos, you know, later on. Or I'll stop like every so often and make some videos, you know, to try to get caught up on, I don't know yet exactly. I'll have to wait and see. Got some thinking about it to do. I know coming down the coast, I took my time, and I was making videos as I came down the coast. I'd stop and take a day or two off and make a few videos and then keep going. But if I do that, it's going to take me forever to get across the coast. I mean, across the United States. So yeah, we'll just have to see. But I'll make a bunch of shorts while I'm going en route, you know, so that's going to be really cool. Alright guys, it's nice to meet you once again. Peace out, and I will catch you later.